Hey guys, Robbie here with Divi Engine, and today we're going to be building an awesome mega menu in Divi 5 without using a single plugin. And best of all, I'm going to be giving you a free layout to download that you can go ahead and install and start using today. So if you want to do it the little bit of a harder way, definitely follow along right now. But if you want the easy way, definitely go check out Divi Engine's mega menu plugin, which is confirmed working with Divi 5. It's not a Divi 5 native plugin yet, but it is working with backwards compatibility while we are investing time and effort in recoding all of our plugins for Divi 5. So without wasting time, let's go. Okay, so I've already imported this layout into my Divi library. You're going to see it's super easy to do. All you do is you just click this little import export button and make sure you hit that import tab and select your file and import it. Super easy. The next thing we do is we're going to hop into the theme builder, and that is as easy as going to Divi, theme options, theme builder, and opening either existing global header, but if you don't have one, that's not the end of the world. You can just go ahead and create one. But I have a very simple one in here. Literally just has the menu module in it. And we will fire this up and wait for this to get on. And there we go. So we can see our nice layered view here. We don't really have anything in here yet. So I'll close that back up. Now we need to add that menu. So we'll add a new section and we'll say add from library, and we can see our layout right here. So go ahead and click on that. And then you'll click on use this section. There we go. Big ugly red sign over here. It is to get your attention because you need to do something with this information. First thing is we are going to be needing to add this JavaScript to our theme. And that's just under the theme options for Divi. So I'm just going to copy that. And then I'll hop back over here and go to theme options. And now I need to go to theme options. Okay. In our theme options, we're going to go to the integration tab. And then I will be pasting this JavaScript right here in the body section. Okay. Nice and easy. I'm going to save that up. But then we have to go back to the theme builder. And first thing, I'm going to delete the JavaScript that's here. And now I'll go on to the CSS. So I'll select all the CSS, not the style tag. Be sure to exclude the style tag. I just did that so Divi doesn't yell at me. And going all the way down, and I'll copy that, Control-C for me on Windows. And I will go to the General tab in the Divi theme options, scroll all the way down, and in Custom CSS, I'm going to paste that code and save it all up. Okay, believe it or not, we're almost there. Now we can just go back to that theme builder, and now I can delete this entire row. And you'll see that I named it here. Add this code, then delete it. So delete, bye-bye. And just for posterity, I'll save it up right now so that we know that it's in there and that we're good. The next step to get this to work is I want you to go take a look at this section here. When you go in on this section and you go to the advanced tab and open up the attributes, you'll see that there's a trigger ID and a menu class, mega menu class. Now the mega menu class is what tells us this is a mega menu, and it's going to do different things with that, hide it, and control all the animations and stuff based on that. And then the other one is the trigger ID. Now this one needs to be unique for every mega menu that you create. So if you duplicate this section, that's the fella you're going to have to change. Now this one's called platforms_mm for mega menu. I'm going to leave that as is for right now, and I'm just going to save it again just in case I did something wonky and continue. But you need to remember that ID, okay? I'm going to go to my theme backend again, and I'm going to go to appearance and menus. So this works with that menu module. And what you do when you get here is you obviously select the menu that you want to use, but you're going to go to screen options and make sure that CSS classes is open or selected so that it adds that option for you right down here to go and add a CSS class. Now with the classes, remember we did that mega menu section. So we want to make sure that we add that in here, but there's a trick to it. You are going to type mega-menu underscore, and whatever that ID was, for us it was platforms underscore mm for mega menu. And in addition to that, you're going to be adding menu dash item. Item. Oh, what am I doing? And then has dash children. And what that does, it tells Divi that it needs to put that little down icon that lets it know that, well, there's going to be more menu items underneath this thing. So I'm going to save this up. And if we'll do that, wonderful. It's done. Okay, so here's my page on the front end. We can see that there's nothing fun happening yet. But as soon as I refresh it now, we can see that it added that little icon. And when I hover it, our mega menu appears. How awesome is that? That was so simple and easy to do. And you can see all the interactive features here and all that. But now what I want to do is show you how do I customize this a little bit. Maybe you want this to be a different color. The overlay you don't want to be blue. That's easy to do also. We hop back into the theme builder and we are met with this screen again. Now that overlay, you control that by going to the section, content, and then background, and that's where you control that. So you can set it any color, a gradient, or anything you want to do that way. I've also made it quite easy to know what's going on if you open up this layer view, or even if you go into the classic view, it shows you and tells you exactly what everything is. Mega menu, that's the container for the mega menu. You've got the top row, which is that top row of icons and menu links, and you can control what's in those links over there and what they link to. And then the same thing on the bottom for the text, the icon, and then that image. Very easy to do. I know you'll nail that. So what do I want to show you in addition to this? I'm going to show you how to add a second mega menu because I think some of you are going to want to do that. So all you do is you duplicate the section. You come down and right there to it. Now I'm just going to change the background a little bit just to make it obvious that it's a different section. Oh, I'm actually on the wrong one still. Let me open up this one. And I'm changing the wrong one. Okay, well, that's fine. As long as we're working with one of them here. Cool. Yeah, we go. Okay, so I've changed the color. Now I'm going to go to the advanced tab. And now you remember it needs a unique ID, right? So I'm going to go to the trigger ID. And maybe we'll call this one services. There we go. Now that's all saved up. And why don't we even just change the text here so that we know exactly what we did. And we'll just call this services. Now, when we save this up, this is obviously not going to work immediately. We still need to go to the menu here and add that class and the ID to it. So we're going to open up the contact. It could be anyone. It doesn't really matter what you want to do there. And again, it's that mega dash menu underscore services underscore for mega menu, and then it's going to be menu dash item dash has dash children. Good. And now we save that up and we go to our front end and refresh the page, and fingers crossed it works. Okay, we got that one, and we got platforms and features. How awesome is that? You didn't need a plugin. You didn't need to do a bunch of code. Super simple. Now, if you want to mess around with the CSS and JavaScript, I added a lot of comments in there for you to know how to do that. But that's basically how you do it. And if you want the easy way, and the best way is to get Divi Mega Menu, which will allow you to do all of this much easier, more features. But we thought it's about time we show you a really cool way to do this in Divi 5 with all the new features it brings, and is launching soon, and we can't wait. So definitely check it out. That was easy, right? Like, super easy. You can add multiple mega menus. You can do all sorts of fun stuff without really touching a lot of code. You do need to put a little bit of JavaScript and CSS, but hey, I provided all of that for you. What a nice guy. If you want the easy way, definitely check out Mega Menu, as I said before. And if you're not going to do that, that's fine. Definitely please just like and subscribe to the channel, or maybe you want to go ahead and tell me what you would like to see next. But this has been Roby with the Divi Engine team, bringing you some awesome Divi 5 content. And the link for this layout is in the description of this video, so check it out.